And I know we kind of prepared a 6-point, contractor brand audit that we can kind of run through, but it's interesting because these are certain questions that you should be asking yourself, because if you're not, then you're going to improve. And we're always talking to you about the edge. At the last conference, we had the opportunity to sit with all of these amazing exhibitors, whether they be manufacturers, distributors, software companies, and they were all talking about these different processes and systems. And that's where, when we start thinking about processes and systems from a marketing standpoint, we have to talk about a brand audit. And so, I think we can kind of walk through these, Anthony, if you want to, kind of kick us off with some of them. I think it'd be really helpful for the listeners.
But I want you guys to take these questions to yourself, answer them amongst yourself, and then tune back in, because we are going to talk more about branding. We left out a bunch of sections on this. There's just so much to discuss here, and we want to keep these episodes palatable overall. So on the website, does your homepage quickly explain who you help, what problem you solve, where you work, and why homeowners should trust you? On the Google Business Profile, do the photos, reviews, services, and updates match the company you claim to be? For your ads and your landing pages, do they sound different from your competitors? Or could another contractor paste in its logo and run the same message? On call handling, does the CSR sound like part of the company, or like somebody simply trying to survive the phone? Sales and estimate process. Does the rep reinforce the promise made online? Is the estimate clear, professional, and easy to understand? And then job site and follow-up. Do the truck uniform, communication, cleanup, review request, and referral ask match the original promise? And then I lied, Mike. I want to say one thing.
Please do.
Does the rep reinforce the promise made online? If you guys are making promises online and your salespeople are not reiterating it in the home, if you have a warranty, right? If your warranty is better than your competitors, even if it's not, you need to say it, because if you are in competition with a competitor who says that they offer a warranty and you didn't say that you offer a warranty, that is now a differentiator, even though you offer the same warranty, right? It doesn't matter if you offer the greatest warranty of all time in all of existence, period, if your salespeople do not say that to your customer. And remember, you are not the only voice in the home. Your competitors are there too. So part of what you're saying is preventing landmines. So you build your value so that when your competitor comes through the door, your customer is beating down their value. It's like, oh, well, they didn't say that they offer a warranty, and they might offer the exact same warranty that you do, but they might not talk about it. So I just wanted to add that.
No, I think that's great.